All right, this is for the worksheet, for the workaround problems. It's the first worksheet I gave you. And just real quick, we already did number 1 in class, but I want you to remember, it looks like this. Remember, Ryan can dig a hole by himself in 5 hours. So if he can do it in 5 hours, remember in 1 hour, he can do a fifth of the job. In Castile, it takes him 6 hours. So in 1 hour, he can do a sixth of the job. So we did this one in class, so I'm just kind of hurrying, but remember, in 1 hour, Ryan can do a fifth of the job. And then we always multiplied by the amount of time, because we're trying to figure out how much time it's going to take them to do it together. So we're going to add their time together. So we set it up like this, and we always set it equal to 1. Okay? Well, the difference when we get ready to do number 5 is we know this. They're going to tell us the time that it takes them to work together, because that's what we were trying to figure out right here. Okay, so when we get ready to do a problem like number 5, let's look at it real quick. It says, working together, Paul and Daniel can pick 40 bushels of apples in 4.95 hours. There, it's telling me my T. I know it together, it takes him 4.95. Had he done it alone, it would have taken Daniel 9 hours. So if it takes Daniel by himself 9 hours, we know in 1 hour, he can do a ninth of the job. So typically, we would say 1/9, because it takes him 9 hours, times T. But in this case, I know T. It said it was 4.95. So instead of using the T, I already know that I'm going to do that. Now, Paul, his friend, we're trying to figure out how long it takes Paul to do it. We don't know how long it takes Paul to do it. I would do this a P, but it's going to look like the 9. So I'm going to do F for friend. Just a minute. Do F for friend. So just like here, we always take how long it takes him times T. This is how long it takes the friend times the time. And then again, this always equals 1. Now up here, my common denominator was 30. So remember, we multiplied everything here by 30. I'm going to multiply everything here by 9F. So I'm going to multiply this guy right here by 9F. Oops, that's not an F. I'm going to multiply this one by 9F and this guy over here by 9F. Okay, notice my 9's cancel. So I've got F times 1 times 4.95. Here my F's cancel. So I've got 9 times 1 times 4.95. Stick that in your calculator real quick. And let me see, what do you get when you do that? I think it's 44.55, and 1 times 9F is 9F. Okay, notice I have an F on this side and an F on this side. I'm going to move him over here. So I'm going to subtract 4.95F from both sides. So I'm going to get 44.55 equals, what does that give me? Use your calculator, but I think it's 4.05F, okay, because I'm subtracting here. Whatever is with the F, your variable, that's what I'm going to divide by. So divide both sides by 4.05. Put that in your calculator and you get 11. So that means it took his friend, I think his name was Paul, it took Paul 11 hours to do the job alone. So thank goodness they worked together, because it only took them 4.95 hours. Okay, we'll do one more like that. Let me see on the worksheet. How about this one right here, number 9. Crystal can wax a floor in 16 minutes. One day her friend Perry helped her and it took only 5.76 minutes. Saved a lot of time there. How long would it take Perry to do it alone? Okay, so Crystal can do it in 16 minutes. So that means in 1 minute she can do a 16th of the job. So I always started out the same. So this is, what was her name, Crystal? And normally I would do a T, but they already told me the time. It took them together 5.76. Okay, and then a friend came along. What was her friend's name? I'm trying to peek over there and see what her friend's name was. Was it Perry? Well, I'm not going to use a P. I'll call her a friend again. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. How long does it take the friend alone times the time? And it always equals 1. Always. So my common denominator here now is 16F. So I'm going to multiply everything by 16F. Okay, notice my 16s cancel here. So I have F times 1 times 5.76 Here my F's cancel. So in your calculator, do 16 times 5.76. And then 16F times 1 is 16F. Okay? Move your F over here so they can be together. So I'm going to subtract 5.76F from both sides. There's a subtraction sign here. That's what I get for doing this through my phone. Let's see, if I subtract those, I think that gives me 10.24F. Divide both sides by 10.24. Let's hope this comes out pretty. Use your calculator, and it looks like F is going to be 9. In this case, we were talking about 9 minutes. So her friend can wax the floor, or whatever it was, in 9 minutes alone. So this was the friend. Was the friend's name Perry? I don't know. I guess I can peek and look. Perry, yeah, Perry can do it 9 minutes alone, okay? Again, it's always better to do the job together. That's even biblical, I believe.